Good evening. Please stand for the pledge to the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening. We're going to start with the approval of the minutes, which is a motion approving February 25th, 2026 minutes of the regular meeting of the town board. Can I have a motion? So moved. Thank you, Sue, and seconded.
Second.
Thank you, Matt. And any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, and it's carried. We don't have any bid openings, and we have a public comment section now. So it's listed as a public hearing, but it's really not a public hearing. But it is an opportunity for the public to have a say and to make a comment about the draft municipal separate storm sewer systems, which is MS4, which is the annual report for submission to the New York State DEC. So with that, does any member of the public wish to comment? The normal rules apply and specific for this topic only. Would anybody like to speak? Okay, with that, we're going to close the public comment section. We're going to move on and go to my updates. So we need volunteers for two boards. Now, we are very grateful. We have an amazing number of volunteers that are highly skilled on all of our boards, whether it be planning, zoning, many of our boards, which allow us to function and to have independent reviews of both projects and all different things. And so they're key to how we function and to ensure fairness for our residents. So the first openings are for the Board of Assessment Review. And the Board of Assessment Review is an independent review of individual assessments that residents or property owners have grieved. So basically, they're not happy with how they were assessed, and that board hears those cases and is able to decide whether the assessment is fair or not based on the facts. So they need volunteers. So it's an independent board with a 5-year term, and it's appointed by the town board, but again, acts independently. You need to be available during the month for basically for a month, beginning at the end of May. You need to have some knowledge of property value so that you can understand the discussions in each case. And you cannot be an officer or employee of the local municipality. The only way that we can have an independent, fair review of assessments is by people volunteering for this board. So we really hope that if you're available during the day, during that period of time, that you consider joining if you have any knowledge or skill in the area. The more people we have being on that board make sure that it's fair for everybody. And the second one is the zoning board. And the zoning board also is an independent board and acts independently of any other board. It has a 5-year term of service office, and they have an opening for an alternate. The alternate needs to meet the same qualifications as the regular board members in case they have to fill in on an individual case or day. And they meet the second and fourth Thursday of each month at 6 p.m. when needed. The members and alternates by New York State regulation must be residents of Vestal, at least 18 years old, a U.S. citizen, and must complete a minimum of 4 hours of training every year. And that can include workshops, conferences, or online courses. And we do encourage people. We've been very blessed with a lot of different committees, including a comprehensive plan committee. And we have been able to have volunteers that were extremely qualified and really just great to help us out. So we really hope that people will volunteer for these boards so that they can be independent, functioning, and ensure fairness for all our residents. With that, I also want to make the happy announcement that there was the dog trial. Okay, that sounded bad, but there was a trial period for allowing dogs in Mittendorf Park. And at the end of the trial period, during the trial period, there was the allowing of dogs during the park. And with that, we had added police presence. We had reminders for the public of the rules that they needed to abide by. And we had incredible amount of help and support, and really made it happen. Our dog control officer and her husband, and also both our parks and highway departments were really great in the whole process. So they tried it out for I think it was 6 weeks, and it was extremely successful. Absolutely no complaints about it. And so it's going to become permanent. So dogs are now permanently allowed in Mittendorf Park. But we do encourage everybody to abide by the rules. And there is enforcement if you don't. So please pick up and leash your dogs. Also, I want to announce that the recreation department's winter spring flyer is out and is available at vestalrecreation.com. Please see the website for information on upcoming recreation events. And there is a family swim at Vestal High School still being held on Saturdays through March 28th. And the highway department is still reminding people that we're still in the time where we might get snow. It's about to turn cold again tomorrow, so please make sure that it's safe for our drivers. At any obstacles, including basketball hoops, are off the road. And the winter parking rules, which are also for snow removal, are still in effect from December 1st. They started December 1st through March 31st. So please make sure that your vehicles are off the road from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. It allows for efficient and safe snow removal. And we want to thank all. It's been a tough winter in terms of snow, so we really want to thank all our personnel who jump in the snow plows and make it safe for everybody. And that includes both our highway department, water department, and also our parks department. They do an amazing job, but please try to make it safe for them and allow them to do their job well. With that, we had the first opportunity for the public to make a question or ask a question or make a statement, and that's the privilege of the floor. But this section is for agenda items only. So if it's on the agenda, you can ask a question or make a comment. If you have a question or a comment and it's not on the agenda, wait until the end. There's a public comment section at the end. The rules, as with every open session rules, each speaker must only speak regarding town business. Be respectful of all elected officials, town employees, members of the audience, and all other persons. We don't allow personal attacks. We ask that you wait to be recognized, state your name and address before speaking, speak at the podium, speak for no more than 3 minutes, be brief and to the point, address comments to the board only speak during the designated public comment section. And in order to ensure an orderly, productive meeting, residents will be heard before non-residents, and speakers will speak in entirely, then will be addressed by the board. And generally speaking, we try to answer out whatever you said. So please be patient with us. With that, again, these are agenda items only. Does any member of the public wish to speak? Okay, so we're going to move on to resolutions and motions. We don't have any this evening, but Public Works, Matt.
Works 8.1, resolution to approve advertising for a sanitary sewer replacement bid on March 18th, 2026. Bids will open on April 14th, 2026 at 2 p.m.
Thank you. Can I have a motion? Thank you, Sue. And seconded?
Seconded.
Thank you, Robert. Any discussion? Okay, so all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Any opposed? Thank you, and it's carried. And Sue, finance?
Okay, resolution 9.1 to approve Patrick Harnan, recreation planner, to accept a $2,600 donation from CalTab for STEM camp equipment. These funds will be allocated to the recreation department line A7310.4348.
Thank you. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Matt, and seconded?
Seconded.
Thank you, Glenn. And any discussion? Okay, thank you. And so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, and it's carried. And next one?
Resolution to accept a $100 donation to the Carousel Fund. Funds will be utilized for the restoration and construction of a carousel that will be in Arnold Park.
Thank you. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Glenn, and seconded?
Seconded.
Thank you, Robert. And in discussion, I just wanted to put forward, I want to thank those donors. And I also want to thank all the people who have donated before. And we now have there is a carousel committee that is set up that's going to be working to raise funds independent of the town to help fund this project. So I really want to thank them for the work. They came and spoke to the board on Monday. And I do want to remind the general public, on Mondays is when we talk about all these issues, all these things that we're contemplating voting on. And it's much, it's an opportunity if you want to see the whole discussion. By the time we get to Wednesday, we've already discussed it, found out more information, researched whatever we needed to, and then we've come to this decision pretty much for this day. So if you want to talk to the board about different issues, we do encourage you to come to the meetings on Mondays, because then that gives us an opportunity to think and research what you tell us. But with that, is there any other comments on the carousel committee? On the carousel. So with that, we're going to accept the donation. So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, and it's carried. And 9.3.
9.3, resolution authorizing the supervisor to sign an agreement with Drescher and Malecki, DMLLP, at a cost of $47,500 for the completion of the required annual audit.
Thank you. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Matt, and seconded.
Seconded.
Thank you, Robert. Any discussion? Okay, so all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And it's carried. And next one, Sue?
9.4, resolution authorizing the supervisor to sign an amended NYMIR insurance agreement with an added cost of $3 per year to cover the Vestal Court in Johnson City.
Thank you. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Glenn, and seconded.
Seconded.
Thank you, Robert. And all in favor? Oh, sorry. Is there any discussion? Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, and it's carried.
9.5, resolution to approve the payment of $795.14 to Maverick Byrne as per notice of arbitration award by Binghamton City Court.
Thank you. So all in favor? Sorry. Can I have a motion? It's been a long week.
So-
It truly has.
Second.
Thank you, Robert, and seconded, Matt. And any discussion? Thank you. So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And it's carried. My only excuse is it's been a very long week. And Sue, personnel?
Okay, 10.1, resolution to approve the promotion of Sergeant Joshua Carmen effective Thursday, March 12, to fill the vacant administrative detective lieutenant position.
Thank you. So can I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Matt, and seconded.
Seconded.
Thank you, Glenn. And any discussion? Okay, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. And any opposed? Thank you, and it's carried.
10.2, resolution authorizing the supervisor to sign an agreement with PMV Legal to provide legal services for the Town of Vestal Zoning Board at a fixed cost of $1,000 a month.
Thank you. So can I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Glenn, and seconded.
Seconded.
Thank you, Robert. Any discussion? Okay, just so you know, we're finalizing the actual document, but the agreement is in place with you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just finalizing the wording on the document. So, but those are the provisions and those are the specification of the agreement. Okay, so with that, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, and it's carried.
10.3, resolution to approve the appointment of Mitch Bomasode as an alternate to the zoning board.
Thank you. So can I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Robert, and seconded.
Second.
Thank you, Matt. Any discussion? Okay, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, and it's carried.
10.4, resolution to hire the following staff pending the successful completion of all town requirements. All employee pay rates are budgeted items in the 2026 budget. A7310.1022, labor indoor swimming, start date March 14, 2026. Evan Bryla, Vestal as substitute lifeguard supervisor at pay rate $20 per hour. Kira DeFantier, Vestal as substitute lifeguard at pay rate $18 per hour. Patrick Neer, Endicott as substitute lifeguard at pay rate $18 per hour.
Thank you. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Glenn, and seconded.
Seconded.
Thank you, Robert. And any discussion? Okay, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, and it's carried.
10.5, resolution to approve changes in the employee handbook as specified.
Okay, thank you. And the went out to the public, and I believe, Deborah, you have a copy, so it'll be in the minutes? Okay,
It's already in the email.
okay, great. Thank you. So can I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Glenn, and seconded.
Seconded.
Thank you, Robert. And any discussion? Okay, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, and it's carried. And Robert? Planning and zoning?
Mike's. 1.1, resolution to approve supplemental agreement number 2, which provides for the payment of $299,841 with Farland Johnson Incorporated. Provide construction phase services, including construction inspection and construction support for the Owego Road Bridge over Tracy Creek replacement project.
Thank you. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Sue, and seconded.
Second.
Thank you, Matt. And just for discussion, this is part of the bridge project, so this is one stage. And as always, the bidding process that's required has been followed to the T. So any other discussion on it? Okay, so can I have a motion?
We did-
Sorry,
You did that.
again, long week, sorry. So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, and it's carried. And public safety, Sue?
Public safety, 12.1, resolution to allow the police department to accept $4,493.57 in grant reimbursement funds from PERMA for supplemental costs associated with the software necessary for daily training bulletins and policy maintenance. These funds will be returned to the software maintenance line A31020 A3120-4441.
Thank you. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Glenn. Matt, would you second?
Second.
Thank you. Is there any discussion? Okay, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, and it's carried. And Glenn,
Administration.
thank you. And receive and file, Sue.
Warrants 09A, 09G, 09P, 09C, 09M, 09T, 10G, 10C, 10M, 10T. These are the bills that were presented and paid and are now being filed. And then the clerk's monthly report for February.
Thank you. We don't have any petitions or protests. We don't have any old business, but we do have new business. So 16.1 is a resolution for the town board to approve the request from Police Chief Vincent Stavola to accept a grant in the amount of $79,758 from the Broome County District Attorney's Office. The funds are intended to supplement part of the Discovery Compliance Officer's salary to fulfill state mandates. So can I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Sue, and seconded.
Second.
Sec-
Okay, thank you, Matt. And any discussion? Okay, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, as carried. And the second one is 16.2, which is to authorize the hire of Amanda. Okay, I'm going to massacre her last name. Zispansky. Thank you. As a part-time second deputy clerk at the pay rate of $20.82 per hour for a maximum of 20 hours per week. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Matt, and seconded.
Second.
Thank you, Sue. Any discussion? Okay, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, and it's carried. I already did my supervisor's announcements. Does any committee chair want to make any announcements? No? All good? I covered yours this time, Sue?
You did.
Okay, sorry.
And you're fine. That's great.
Thank you. And now we come to the last public comment section. This is for a member of the public to comment on any town business, and I'll read the rules one more time since a few people came in. We just require that people only speak regarding town business, be respectful of all elected officials, town employees, members of the audience, and all other persons. We don't allow personal attacks. We require that you wait to be recognized. State your name and address before speaking. Speak at the podium. Speak for no more than 3 minutes. Be brief and to the point. Address comments to the board only. Only speak during the designated public comment section. And residents will be heard before non-residents. Speakers will speak in entirely, then will be addressed by the board. So does any resident want to speak on town business? Okay, does any non-resident wish to speak on town business? Okay, with that, we come to the end of our agenda. Thank you for coming this evening or watching on video. Thank you, Sue. And second, okay, you can go up to the podium. We haven't quite closed yet. Sure. Just your name and address and
Hi, my name is Christina Zavarulka. I'm a resident of Johnson City, but I love Vestal also. I'm just here to just recognize the sad news about the young man who was killed by Vestal police last month. I know that he was an engineer, that he is survived by his 3 children and his wife. And so I just think it's worthwhile to take a moment of silence and reflect on the family that was impacted by what happened. Thank you.
okay, thank you. As we put forth to everybody, we're not allowed to comment on the circumstances or anything, but I do appreciate your sentiment. I think all of these situations are always very difficult. So thank you. Thank you for coming.
Hello.
Okay, your sign is out of order, ma'am.
It's
Put it
out of
down.
Order.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
okay. Just read the rules. Your sign is out of order. It's the rules are
Okay, I just
Yeah.
wanted to say that you said you could not comment on it, but there was an article when his murder happened.
yeah, I'm sorry,
Stephanie
Karen.
Marion. When his murder occurred, there was an article that was put out that said you said that when the people see the facts, they'll know that the police did the right thing. So I'm just asking, why would you put out a statement of innocence, basically defending the police before we even know the results of the investigation? How is that appropriate when there's a family mourning the murder of a husband, a dad having a mental health
Okay.
crisis?
Ma'am, I'm going to have to call you out of order because you're not being respectful. And once again, I'm not allowed to comment on the incident. So do you want to continue in a different way?
How is it? How is accountability not okay?
Okay, once again, we can't comment on the
Well,
circumstances.
you did in the article.
Okay,
The
ma'am.
public.
You're now out of order. Please take a seat.
Okay, I think you're out of order. That's
Okay. With that, we're going to move to adjourn. Sue, thank you and seconded. Thank you, Matt. So all in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Chair, is the public allowed to speak tonight? Began at 6, didn't it? Wow, that's fast. I've never been to a board meeting that was that quick. So when can we speak to the board?